You say all that good morning stuff, giant hugs, whatever. It's daytime, so wake up. Anyway, look, just wanted to point something out because I remember and I still get it when I do the live streams and everything like that. Um, and it's probably become a subconscious habit that people have. I don't know. Hopefully, I could try to break it now. You see how everybody keeps asking about stocks of the past? Are they going to run? What do you think? Whatever. Now, some people are in those plays and they can't, for some reason, find their way to get out of that play. I'll give you an example. Go back a bazillion years ago, or even go back to current day. Let's say you got a guy, he's a broker for a big guy, for a whale. And all of a sudden he got his client, his whale, into a position, and that position dropped. Whale's money is just sitting there. It's just sitting there. Yeah, it dropped. It's just sitting there, sitting there. That broker, that wealth manager, he can't just tell the big whale, when the whale comes asking, what's going on with my money? I'm down. Well, we're waiting until it turns around. We're holding the bag. You're a bag holder. That just doesn't happen. It doesn't. So what happens is you have a situation where successful traders, money managers, whatever you want to call them, they, even when they're down, they're not looking at the stock like, come on, please, come on, any day now. They don't do that. What they do is they look how to shift the money in order to grow back their losses, and then they don't carry the dead stock. They don't carry the dead stock because at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything for you. There's you get old enough in life, you go through a lot of things, and one of the things I've gone through, unfortunately, in my life, I've gone through a lot of losses, and I'm not talking about money. When you go through losses, there are two types of people. There are people that hold on to those losses, and their life becomes this just giant spiral of like bad shit happening until one day it's over. Or you can just turn around and go, okay, that loss, that's what it was. Now it's time for me to make a comeback. In the stock market, you have to be the person that turns around and goes, that was a loss, whatever, now I gotta make back my money. Because it ain't gonna come back by you feeling bad and saying to everybody you meet, I'm a bag holder. How fucking dare you say that at this point in time in our relationship? After all the time we've been together, I have taught you that the one thing that happens in life that's guaranteed is you decide to lose or win. If you're in a stock that has gone down and is not moving and you're frozen, the only reason you're there is because of fear, because you're afraid. But what if it goes up again? Nobody should live in that type of hell. If it goes back up again, you could always buy back in. But finding another play to make up those losses, you cannot tell me they're not there. You can't. I see them daily. You can't. I'm laughing because my plan starts next week. Remember I said last year after Elvis's birthday? Around that time frame, I start my process of the hit. It's what I do. That's what a lot of people do. That's why if you're in trouble, that's what you got to do. If your money's down, that's what you got to do. It's like if you're in a bad fight. Listen, not every fight is great. Everybody wants to have that perfect fight, throw a couple of blows, knock the guy out, and then you win. Sometimes you get mauled. Sometimes you feel that something's broken inside. Like you feel it. Like there's a difference between getting punched in the face and knowing something's broken inside your head. Sometimes it gets bad, but you're in the fight, so you might as well fight back. Staying there and being vulnerable and letting the guy fucking maul you, that's not going to help. Just like the stock is like an adversary. It's mauling you. You have to do something to move out and move up and move on. There's no way around it. If you think that, no, but I can't, I feel that if I get out, it's going to go up. So fucking what? That's life. Maybe the woman you should have dated the fifth time back in this year, that would have been the wife and given you 18 great kids or what. Life is not about looking back then, it's about going forward. Please don't carry a dead stock into 2023. Now people tell me, oh, but what about if COSM or GTI? Then I'll deal with them according to the proper time. When it's time, you know that plan I have that I hit. Let's say I'm between two plays. I made some money and I go, oh, look at GTI. Oh, look at CTR. Oh, look at GME. Oh, look at 8. Look. It may be one of the plays that I hit for my 30, 40, 50 cents. But I'm not going to die along my stuff. You people that are stuck in a play, and let me tell you something. I have had to come out of plays with losses, and it don't feel good. But I man the fuck up and I accept it and I go, okay, now it's my job to move on. If I call myself an investor, it's my job to invest what I have after a loss to grow it up. If you're a doctor and you see a patient bleeding and dying, you don't go, oh my God, that looks too difficult. No, you're a doctor. You have to do it until the patient can no longer live or he gets better, then, hopefully. Life is not something where you stay and look at your losses forever. You don't have that much time. And when we're talking about this economy and the stock market, we really don't have a lot of time. Take a look at your portfolio. Be honest with yourself. Plan. I showed you a way last night. Hit. Choose your own stock. Do whatever. It doesn't matter. But just don't lay down and die like a fucking old dog. Don't do that. In the end, you're going to look back and see how you stood frozen over a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000. And in the span of life, the money worth of your life, you're going to look back at yourself and go, why was I like that? Listen, I can't control things in life. That's just how it is. You live long enough, you see things that you just can't believe. But the fact that people know in this audience, and when you're down, you find another play that's lower with momentum, you take the money from your losses, you move it, and you climb up and you protect it, and you get back into that fight. That's how you continue to win. That's how. What if you have a loss? So what? You do the same thing again. Lower price stock, momentum, climb up again. That's how it is. This idea one stock is going to make you rich in 1 month. Hey, let me tell you something. That pollution died last year. This year now, you got to fight for your money. Every inch along the way, you have to be in it. Today, I got things I got to do. I got to go to the doctors. I got to do stuff. So what? I'm not trading today. I don't care if there's a hot stock that's ripping. I'm not trading today. Why? Because I'm not ready to get into that fight. There are days when you're a spectator. You're not the fighter. You have to make that decision. Don't carry dead stocks. And at the end of the day, get back into the fight or stop fighting. That's the message for today.